the members of the Fredonia Fire Department, the career staff, and the volunteers, thank you for everyone to come out. We're excited to meet all the public. Please engage some of the firefighters. You know they're a firefighter because they're wearing a polo or something that represents that. Talk to them, ask them questions. If they're mean to you, come tell me, and we'll fix it. The museum is right over here. Rev, raise your hand. That's Reverend. He's going to do museum tours. Go see him. Go see an old pull cart that we have inside. From there, you're going to go inside and see some of the firehouse. You're going to come outside of the bay and see some more tables. Inside, we have a volunteer table to where you can find out how you can contribute if you so wish. We have some raffles inside, and then we have an obstacle course inside. Out back, we have a dive team from the sheriffs, or excuse me, from the county dive team. They'll be doing some demonstrations. And in about 30 minutes, the mounted division for the sheriffs will be here up front with some horses. It's really windy. We got some Franklin's kettle corn. That wasn't amazing. We have some hot dogs outside, out back. We'll get some free hot dogs, chips, water. And then at 1:30, we're doing a vehicle extrication out back. So come out there and watch us cut some cars apart. So they've already been playing, but Two Towns, thank you for being here. They're going to entertain us. They are going to turn it down. 73 people have already asked me to tell you to turn it down, so we're gonna reduce that a little bit. So thank you. So good. We've been here about 2.5 hours. Seems like everyone's still trickling in. So again, thank you, Two Towns. The music's great. No more noise complaints, so I'm happy about that. Thank you to all the firefighters and the members that are here to make this event possible. Thank you to our sponsors. A lot of stuff that you see here was donated, so thank you to Walmart, the catering company, and then Bargain Monkey for some stuff over that's being ticketed off. Please just continue to walk around, visit the tables, engage the firefighters, talk to them if you don't know something. Don't be afraid to ask them a question. I promise you they know the answer. And then don't forget, we're doing another vehicle extrication around 3:15-ish, 3:30. We'll announce it as it gets closer. We're still waiting to see if we're going to get a helicopter or not. So with that being said, all of the members, firefighters, career staff, they want to get a picture of us over here by Tower 18. So please spread the word. Check with Lieutenant Winters with what he wants you to wear. Alrighty, thanks.
Now I'd like to introduce the mayor.
Thank you, Frank. I'm glad somebody remembers me.
Yeah, well, I remember him without a cowbell or with a cowbell. If any of you remember, it was during the Fredonia, what was
Small
that?
Business Revolution.
Small Business Revolution. We did the introduction to it the last day before COVID hit, March 6th over there in by the park, and it's the first time Don and I and these girls were there too, playing for that. And the first time I've ever, my nearly 60 years of doing this, played in slush. There was slush there, but we were honored to have the mayor and his cowbell there, and he did a great job. So, ladies and gentlemen, Doug Essick, Mayor of Fredonia.
Thank you, Frank. I appreciate that. I could have done the cowbell without you. And I think it was Amanda Brinkman was also doing the cowbell that night.
Well, of course, I bought the damn thing.
Anyway, that helps. But again, I'd like to welcome everybody here today. The Fredonia Fire Department is an integral part of our community. It's part of our first responders, both police and fire, which are very important. They provide services ranging from helping you get into your house, helping you off the floor, rescuing you from a house fire or a car accident. All the men and women here are here to respond 24/7 and to be service to you and the rest of the community. I hope everybody's enjoying all the different activities here today. I'd like to congratulate Chief Myers and his crew who put this on today. This is a fantastic event. This is something that the public can enjoy and understand what services that this fire department provides to our community, and meet the men and women who provide that service to you. These are men and women who are employed here. These are men and women who volunteer their time 24/7, selfishly, many times putting their family events and family things secondary to coming to calls. So please visit the different activity booths here, our museum up front, and roughly in an hour we will have another car extrication event, and about a half hour before that I think medevac helicopter will be doing a flyby. So please enjoy yourself. We have refreshments down below the fire department in the pavilion, hot dogs and chips and water. So please enjoy yourself, have a good time, and thank you again for attending, and thank you again for the Fredonia Fire Department for putting this wonderful event on. So without further ado, have a good time, and thank you very much.
Tell you gotta think about you.
vehicle accident, someone might be trapped inside, they might need some help out. So there's many different ways we can do this, but they're going to show you the most proficient way that the Fredonia Fire Department does. All right, so go ahead, boys. I'll talk while you work.
Where's the siren?
Doo-doo-doo-doo. I don't know what that was. So, yeah? All right, sorry, no jokes. So the first guy's up, they're putting some cribbing, it's called, these blocks. They're putting cribbing underneath the vehicle. And the purpose here is to stabilize it, right? Because as we start cranking on it and breaking glass and taking doors off, the last thing we want is this vehicle to roll away on us. That would be bad for PR. So many different things we can do. It could be as simple as we're going to take a door off to help someone out. We could take all the doors off and all the entire roof off, which we're going to do today. You can hear the air is getting let out of the tires. Basically, that's just going to take the air out and put the weight of the vehicle on the rim just to stabilize it some more on top of that cribbing. So the doors, as they break the glass on the doors, it's just going to turn into a million little pieces, right? Because that's the type of glass we use in car doors. The windshield, however, is laminated, right? So they have to cut it away with a saw, which we see Nate working on right now. That's the reason he's cutting it, and once he gets it all the way off, you'll see him and a partner will actually pick it up and move the glass away. Two ways we can take a door off, right? One, we can use our spreaders, which I didn't touch on, but the tools they're using are Hurst tools. There's spreaders and there's cutters. The spreaders do exactly what you think it would. It would spread, and then the cutters cut. So we can spread the door away from the car, and it will ultimately pop the hinges. Or we could use the cutters and we can cut the hinge away from itself, basically. So a couple different techniques, and obviously the position of the car, how many people we have, will all drive that decision. He's cutting the seatbelt in there. We have many different types of tools. If you look over to your left, those are hydraulic tools. They use a portable pump and hydraulic fluid in the lines. The ones that Mike is using at the car is actually battery-powered Hurst tools, so they don't have to be plugged in. So it's really an advantage to us. We don't have to be so close with the vehicle. These are a little bit lighter, so it's really a nice feature to have. You can see multiple tools are working, right? It takes many hands to get this job done. If we're spreading and it's really not getting the job done, then we have to go to cutters. So we don't want to go all the way back to the truck, get some cutters, and then come back. We just have it all right here. You can see Adam Messick. It looks like he's not doing anything at all, but he's in standby. He's ready to go. Now he picks it up because I said that. So you can see he's spreading that door. I don't know if they got the front hinges, but the only thing left there is the closure pin. That's what he's working on there. Once he pops that closure pin, you're going to see that driver door is going to be loose. And they're going to carry it out of the way and put it somewhere where we're not going to trip over it or embarrass ourselves. These tools are really heavy. They weigh about 80, 90 pounds depending on the type of tool. So you see over time, it's no big deal if we're just using it for 5 minutes. However, the longer Adam stands there, you're going to see him get closer and closer to the ground. So here we go. Adam's going in with the cutters. So they exposed the door latch. They were unable to spread it. So all he's going to do is pop it. You just heard it go right there, and now he's going to be free. So as simple as that. The versatility of the tools is remarkable. So what we're doing here, Bales is going to spread the window, and what it's going to do is it's going to spread that sheet metal in the door. It's going to spread it, kind of open it up like a tuna can, and it's going to expose the hinges and expose that door pin so we can cut it that much faster. So again, there's 100 different ways to do this. It's just really what works best for you and your department. So you can see Nate, he's finishing that windshield. Now the other guys are on his way. Once he successfully cuts it in all four corners, it'll just kind of peel away like it is now. So we just kind of go out of it. So this, at this point, would really open up the area. The paramedics could really work on the patient front. We would also have probably 1 or 2 responders, depending on the severity of the injury. They would be inside working with the patient, doing some skills, and obviously just talking to the patient, keeping them calm through this process. So you can see he's using the spreaders in the back door here to try to pull away that door latch. On the other side, Levi's starting to work on that passenger door to get that away. So this is really a team effort, and these firefighters, they train on it all the time that they don't really have to talk too much. They know exactly what the guys on the other side of the car are doing, and they know what we're doing on this side, and we just kind of work as a team. Say hi, Sparky. So Tim Fisher told me a joke earlier I want to share with you guys. He asked me why. I'm not sure Tim's. But for the kids that were not here earlier, what do we call a bear with no teeth? What do you think? A bear with no teeth? A gummy bear. Got him. Yeah. You know you're going to tell it next board meeting, Mayor. So now they have both doors on the driver's side removed from the vehicle. So this would really allow us to work with the patient if they are not strapped. Like let's say the dash did not trap their knees or legs. It could be as easy as just getting them out from this point. When someone is involved in a serious motor vehicle accident, obviously our concerns is that C-spine, right? And we don't want to move their body too much. So basically what we're doing is we're removing the car away from them. If you think of it like that, that's what we're doing. We're not moving them, we're taking the car away from them to make it safer for them and a better experience. So those vertical things that we're cutting now, that Nate Osborne is cutting, those are called posts. So there's an A post, a B post, C post, and then it continues down. If we have a school bus, there's many posts, but that's how firefighters communicate. They say, hey, go cut the B post. And they would mean that one in between the front and back door. You can see he's using his cutters and he's just kind of taking that vehicle to make a cut there. On the other side, they're still working on getting those doors off, the same routine that they did over here. You just can't see it. Adam, wave to the crowd. Adam, wave to the crowd. There he is. One of our rookies is working, the other one is sitting on his butt. That will reflect in his evaluation. So once they successfully make all the cuts, you're going to see them work as a team, and they're going to pick that roof right up, and they're going to move it out of the way. So you can kind of start seeing how if there was someone in there, we're removing the car from them, or removing the car away from them. From this point, we can do anything as far as cutting seats out of the way. We can do all kinds of stuff. There's advanced training that these guys go to as far as if a parking garage, for instance, collapsed, right? If someone was inside, we teach them how to go through the trunk with tools and cut the seats away to get someone out. So there's a lot of different scenarios that the men and women prepare for, because you never really know what we're rolling up to. front console basically could be pushed down on top of our legs. So we have to get it off of our legs to get you out. So basically what we do is we do 2 relief cuts on the front, almost like where your left leg would be if you're driving. 2 relief cuts, and we just pick it up, and you see the whole car really move away from it. You can see how manpower intensive an operation like this is. Takes a lot of people during the time of a bad accident, right? That's why you're going to see lots of responders, lots of fire apparatus, to really make sure that we're doing stuff the right way and we're doing stuff safely. So then I have the roof all the way off. It really make it easy if we needed to get someone out of that car or cut a seat away or anything like that. Mike, raise your hand. He's the one who redid the gear room. Everyone congratulate him. Good job, Mike. So what they're starting to work on now is prepare that car to roll the dash, right? So they have to make what's called relief cuts. So as they're spreading those rams and pushing that dash away, the whole car is not going to go with it. It's just going to basically break at its weakest point. So that's what the 2 cuts that you saw Nate cut, that's called a relief cut. We're going to do it on both sides. And then they insert those rams, get a good purchase point, and then push the rams up. If this kind of stuff interests you, please see Larry inside for an application. Everyone can grab a hot dog while they're down here if you want to eat while you watch. Some chips and bottled water. It's getting cold out. Hello, Sparky. Go get yourself some hot apple cider with marshmallows from the rocket stoves up top. Don't forget the color. What else can they do? Escape plan. They can work on their escape plan while you're here with your family members. As far as how to get out of your house safely, make sure you stop and see that table. So you can start seeing now he's pushing that car is really rotted, so we're going to see if it works or not, but he's starting to push, probably not going to work. That's Western New York for you. Give it one more try, if not, we're just... It's okay, we can wrap it up. I mean, this car's really rotted, that's why they gave it to us, we're thankful, but basically what's going on is it's pushing the ram right through the floor, so that's what we are. So thank you for watching. Let's give these guys a large round of applause. They do a great job. Don't go anywhere, make sure you enjoy yourselves, get some hot cider, and we'll see you upstairs. For coming out. I know it's not over yet, but it's about 4:25 and people are kind of starting to scatter, so I'll say my closing remarks now. Thank you for the firefighters and their help during this open house. Again, thank you. It's a team effort, and really every single one of you pulled through to make this event possible. Thank you to the county dive team, the sheriffs for bringing out the mounted unit, Stat Medevac, Paul Rocket Stoves, and the Franklins. Thank you all for being here. I think it was a success because each and every one of you. The basket raffles inside, those will be pulled after this. So if you are still here, you can go look at what ticket is presented there, and then if not, recall the winners if they put their right number. And then Two Talents, thank you. This was a great performance. I really enjoyed it. Let's give Two Talents a big round of applause. So this open house, right, it just doesn't come together in a snap of the fingers. This was an idea that a lot of people had, but some people had to really spearhead it. So there was 2 individuals that spearheaded that, and then kind of kept me in line as the chief when I was straying aside. So can I have Alex Zentz and Lauren Boyle up here, please?
All right.
So the amount of time that it took to plan this, I can't even guess. It's just a lot of man hours were put into this, a lot of a lot of messages were sent to myself to keep me on track. So thank you, both of you, for doing this. Alex, Lauren, you guys really knocked us out of the park. Us as a department, we have a small token of our appreciation. And we hope to do this every year going forward. Maybe see how it turns out. Julius, you got anything?
Well, thank you for doing this. It was a great day. You said earlier today this class was fun. You're absolutely right. That's what it was about. Yeah. Good job.
In case you didn't hear him, he said the first round is on him after this.
I'm good with that.
Chuck, you got anything? No, we're good. Kurt? Ken? Okay. Thank you very much. We're going to start wrapping up, but please enjoy yourself and stay as long as you want. All right? Because Dan and Eric and Osborne are on duty. So. All right, see you guys.